the banks of the Hudson River, Michie Stadium. It will play host to some of the nation's finest today and another thrilling edition of Army football. Temple about to kick it off and get this game underway. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Army Black Knights offense will have the first possession of the game. And here comes their leader, Jesse. He just has a way of elevating everybody's play.
And he's a point guard, too. So good at distributing the football, finds the open guys, and he makes this offense go.
Makes it go, and just, you can trust him. Everything is available. You're not playing with one arm behind your back. You got all guns blazing.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run the option. No, he just flat ran over it. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Offense with jumbo personnel. They go to the ground. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. That's exactly what you'd expect from this brave old Army team, getting it done on the ground.
Yeah, they know who they are, they know what they want to do, and they're going to run the football at you early and often in this football game.
And the Black Knights are flying down the field. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. On the option. Can't get him to the ground. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about, I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They'll go to the fullback. Low man wins, and he just smashed him. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And don't complicate things. Give it to the big fella. And by the way, the fullback who blocks all the time, does all the dirty work. Hand it to him, let him plow ahead, Palmer, and get that first down.
Are we in a time warp? Like, what year is this? Is this 1995? We're handing off to fullbacks again. That's a play that is basically extinct now in college football, but I love it because it caught the defense off guard, able to get a nice one there.
Now on 2nd down. The option look. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Ninth play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a 3rd down. The give to the back. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Now on the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Really nice run. Rips off 6 on the play, but it brings up a 4th and 2.
Well, the fullback helping out his offense here, running the football. Nice job finding the hole and getting upfield. Takes a lot to bring this guy down.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
And I got to be ready mentally and physically. Mentally, I got to know exactly where the sticks are. 4th and 2. Can't dilly-dally around. Got to run physical. Got to break tackles. Got to go through people. Whatever I need to do to get that 2 yards. Nice job running the football.
The Black Knights have it with a 1st and 10. On the option. Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to pass. It's Dobbs. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front 7 and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. It is good. And the first points of the day. Offense getting set for 1st down. He'll start this drive firing. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Taylor. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Temple lines up quickly. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Temple lining up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fair catch called for and made. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On the option. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. Guys, it is Army who carries the lead into the quarter break. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Here comes the option. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. This is going all in. Goalpost virtually tapping you on the shoulder, heels almost in the end zone, and you're going for it. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Goes to the option. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The ball carried by the fullback. Zachary Smith at the 46-yard line. Brings up second down.
Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
Well, that's just on the defense. I'm sorry. Fullbacks are not supposed to be able to rip off big runs like that. The defense, they better do a better job tackling as this game goes on.
And the Black Knights getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run the option. Thrust that arm out. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
The defense is playing a 3-4, so there's some natural bubbles up front. I think that's where this offense is trying to attack them with that fullback run. Nice job by the linebacker, though, getting him down.
They'll run the option. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Give to the fullback. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Man, those little chunks keep annoying the crud out of you on defense. It's just putting them in easy situations, chewing up 4 to defensive coordinator. What do I call? Either way, priority number 1, we got to stop the run.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Quick strike complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. How about the little toss out to the fullback to give him a touch?
And you said little toss because they're not trying to throw bombs to the fullback. This is a guy that's going to be more of a possession wide receiver. But if you can depend on him and he can catch the football consistently, you can get those little gains, those positive gains, and keep the defense a little off balance.
Well, nice job finding a crease to go get that first. And Dave, there's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that sixth sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that first down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward and get it.
And I love when they don't dance. Know the situation, right? Don't bounce things that don't need to be bounced. When I need to stick my face in there and lower my shoulder and get a couple yards, I got to know the situation. Great job by him running the ball physical and finishing the run for a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The Black Knights have it with a first and goal. Quarterback checking off. Looking for a man. It's Dobbs. Getting some heat. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Army!
Let's go.
That drive was... First down here for the offense. From the gun, running back on the move. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Temple lines up quickly. On second down, he'll fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, And that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Temple lining up to punt it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Split backs here. He'll ride his man on the option. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Back to throw, it's Dobbs. He's got his man. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
And the Black Knights have it with a 1st and 10. On the option. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast.
And the pass is intercepted. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Well, the defense was able to get to the QB, and I think that's what really creates the interception. Because of the pressure and because of the hit on the quarterback, it affected the velocity, it affected the accuracy of the throw. The defense comes away with a huge takeaway.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in West Point for an entertaining 1st half than you? And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Wide open downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. And the Owls headed quickly to the line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact.
You as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The option look. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. The give to the fullback. The Black Knights get the first down.
I tell you what, fullbacks are kind of dying breeds. You just don't use them very much. So when you bring them in the game, a lot of times you bring them in the game to be physical and stout blockers. And then occasionally you give them the ball in those short yardage situations. You say, go get me a first down, big fella.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position. They haven't been in the red zone all day until now. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. He'll take a shot. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Looking for more room. The 40. He's at the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Black Knights.
That was crazy.
Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Owls want to crank the tempo. On 2nd down, wants to throw. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
All right, that's one the offensive line has got to be able to communicate and pick up. When that inside linebacker comes running through the A gap or the B gap, those O-linemen, they've got to work together, and they've got to pass guys off to one another.
He's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Temple lining up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll call for the fair catch here. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And guys, this is a great time to take a shot if you want on 2nd and short. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
Now on the option. Made a defender miss. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. At the 20. Who gives a hoot? The Owls. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
He'll keep it himself. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Such an advantage when you have an athletic quarterback today in college football because they can help you move the sticks with their legs. Great open field running ability by this QB.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Caught in the backfield, it's Cook. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. To the air, it's Dobbs. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. It's complete to the right. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Guys, it is Army who carries the lead into the quarter break. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. Gets behind those pads, picks up 4 on the play, but it's still a 4th down and 3.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this.
All kinds of running room. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Army! Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And the Owls will hustle to the line.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that pass intercepted. Takes it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Offenses ice football games in the 4th quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
Just plowing ahead. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass?
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. To give to the big fullback. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And you give it to the big boy. I like that. Those guys are really stout. They're usually not very tall, thick as can be, used to hitting linebackers. That's what they chew on linebackers for a living. I love when you give them the football, they lower their shoulder and get that first down.
And the Black Knights are threatening in the red zone. Handoff to the fullback. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. This will be the 9th play of the drive coming up. It's a 3rd and 2. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
The Black Knights will line it up on 1st and 10.
Slide 22, 42.
Sticks it in his belly. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Double right. Slide.
On the run, it's Cook. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd and eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Touchdown, Black Knights! And the beatdown has ensued. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Get set, get set.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He looks that one in nicely. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's looking to throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And the pass is incomplete, and that's going to be the final play as this game is over. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. And if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire